YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy Apollo D here with some good old-fashioned Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. As you can see, we playing Kill Confirmed on this map called Comeback. In this video, it's just gonna give you guys a heads up, give you guys my opinion on if you should buy this game or not. First off, my favorite Call of Duty, it would have to be a tie between Modern Warfare 2 and World at War. Modern Warfare 2 was just because everybody was playing it, everybody and their mama was playing it, and the game was just fun. World at War was because I think it was the first, I could be wrong, but I think it was the first Call of Duty to introduce ground war. It had tanks, body parts flying all over the place. I loved the guns that was in that game, and it was the first Call of Duty that had zombies. So I played all the other Call of Duties also. My first Call of Duty was Call of Duty 2, and I played 3, Modern Warfare, blah blah blah, whatever. I hated Ghost. Ghost is just blah to me. The maps were horrible, and I just didn't like it. The campaign was straight, but the multiplayer was just bad. Now, this game right here, I would say that it'll probably my third favorite. I wasn't too big of a fan of the Black Ops series, so Modern Warfare 2, World at War, and then this one. This game, it shows signs of skill, more skill than the other ones, with the whole dashing aspect. Usually in old Call of Duties, it's more about how to go seek with guns. You find somebody, you kill them. You don't really have a chance to fight back. It's like whoever shoots first, that's who wins. And sometimes you can just get BS'd, and that's not the case. But for the most of the time, that's the case. But you're gonna see a few instances in this video when I'm shooting people and they dash out of the way, or I'm getting shot at and I dash out of the way, and it just shows, another aspect of the game, which is something I like in the game. My favorite competitive shooter of all time had to be Gears of War. I was the greatest Gears of War player of all time. Don't you forget it. No, I'm just messing. But I was pretty good at that game, and the main reason why I loved that game was because you had to fight for every kill you got. In this game, you can just have spawn knowledge, whatever, and you'll be good to go. Gears of War, just because you found somebody, you had to know how to move, you had to know how to get the active reloads, you had to make sure you hit the headshots, you trying to get the headshot with a shotgun, you had the, it was so many things, the way the cover system were, it was so many things you had, wall balance, all of that good stuff was in played effect, in how good you were at the game. And that's one of my favorite shooters of all time. It's a third person shooter, but it's still a shooter. And my favorite first person shooter would probably have to be Halo 3, because it was just so, I'm pretty sure everybody else would agree with me. It was just so more skillful and whatever. Even though I played in a tournament and I lost to an 8-year-old, but that's a story for future stories. But, and for example, right here coming up, you're gonna see, I'm running down these stairs and I get shot in the back. I'm like, oh my god, I get shot. Let me slowly dodge behind him and light him up. See, it shows that there's some skill aspect in this game. Just because you get seen first doesn't mean you're gonna die first. You can move around and get out of the way. So right now I'm running with I don't know what gun this is. This is the default gun that you start off with in your assault rifle class, and it has an ACOG sight with a clown smiley face. Oh, this is the other part I have with the game. Everybody look alike, and it's kind of like disturbing, not disturbing, but it's kind of like stressful when you shoot and like you go up on top of a building, you see dudes up there, and you thinking it's an enemy, but really it's your teammate. It's you walk down some steps, you see a guy, you think it's an enemy, you shoot down, you make them all paranoid, and before you know, you both get lit up. Like, that's the only problem I have with this game. Everybody looks alike, and it's just kind of tough. Like before, you would be, you'd be the American soldiers fighting Talibans or something like that. It made more sense. As soon as you see somebody with a rag on their head, you light them up. It made so much more sense. But this one, everybody looks alike, and it's a little stressful. It's like I gotta double take it everybody I see to make sure that they're not an enemy. So, anyways, the jetpacking. That's what I call it, the EXO, whatever you want to call it. It's cool. When you first play the game, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna get caught up in it. You're gonna be dashing for no reason, and it's kind of fun. And right here, I ran out of bullets, so you're gonna see me right here. I see a guy, I'm like, oh god, we gotta get him. gonna get you, boy. And then he just dies. I was like, what in the world? But I took his gun. And we looking, you know, looking for a prey. We find somebody up here. We light him up. We shoot him. We move around. We dash. And he lights me up because he's right in front of the plane. And I didn't even see him. That sucks. But anyways, back to what I was saying about the jetpack. And right here, you're going to see this. He just flew to the side. I'm like, where'd he go? And then he lights me up. So that's another instant where it's just like, you know, just because you get shot at first don't mean you don't stand a chance. But I do wish there was slightly more health. I hope they made like a game mode where there's a little bit more health, just so they can be like another little aspect to it, to where, you know, you still have a better chance of surviving when you get shot at. As you can see, I'm on a building, so I'm jumping from one building to another building. I fire off my grenade over there. I see somebody in that window right there. I'm like, wait a minute, let's jump over here, light them up. I get the kill. I'm like, man, I'm feeling real good about myself. And then, why? Out of nowhere, I get blown up. No, I'm just kidding. But real though, this game is really fun. And, you know, I don't know if I'll be saying it's really fun 3 months from now, 4 months from now. Call of Duty is getting a little stale to me, but I do enjoy the whole aspect that they included the jetpack, because you don't feel too close to the ground. It's not the same thing as it was for the past 7 years, whatever, how many years. It's something new and different. It gives you another way to play the game. And right now, I think this is the point where I noticed I was like, man, I'm actually doing pretty good. And I was recording this on my Elgato, and I was like, okay. You know, I was trying to get good clips. I was trying too hard, and I started getting a lot of deaths. So, but it was still a good gameplay, I feel like. But me, I said this for a long time. I'm not spending $60 on no more Call of Duties, man. I feel like every Call of Duty that comes out, the value just gets, you know, less and less and less. Comes out every single year. It's like, oh my goodness. But this one, you know, the jetpack. And there's also a game mode where you can play it without the jetpacks, or EXO, whatever you want to call them. And you just play like normal, traditional Call of Duty. That's your cup of tea, man. Go ahead and go for it, man. But I haven't tried it out. I might try it out one day. I might not like it because it's just going to remind me of the old times. And I'm going to keep trying to use my EXO ability. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm in the classic game mode now. But yeah, and then another thing I do like about this game is that you get these things called supply drops. And basically what it is like the game will give you a random weapon. It could be like an upgraded version of a weapon that's already in the game, but it'll have like a grenade attached to it, or it'll be just different stats like less recoil or more ammo in the clip or something like that. It'll just be something, and they'll just give it to you randomly. I think it's randomly. I think it just according to how much you play the game, how much time you put into the game. Because as soon as I started the game, I just got a supply drop. I was like, man, I didn't even take a step yet, and I got a supply drop. But I wish I got the game audio for this game also, so you can hear the sound of this game. But I had my headphones plugged up to my controller, so sorry, man. But I promise you guys, I'm gonna do some live comms. You can hear me rage or whatever. And this wasn't a great game, you know, for what I'm capable of doing. My best KD out of all the Call of Duties, I think it was like Modern Warfare 2. And I had like 48 kills and like 6 deaths. But I was one of those people that ran around with a revolver and a tactical knife in ground war. But anyways, man, my opinion, if you should buy this game or not, I said go for it, try it out. If you don't like it, then, you know, sell it, of course. But this game is dope. I'm enjoying it, and, you know, it's a lot different. Now, I will say this. If you suck at Call of Duty, you will be terrible at this one. I'm going to go ahead and be straight up with you. You'll be straight terrible. But anyways, man, I'm going to have more gameplay for you guys so you can, you know, see if you really want to get this game. But, you know, if you can find it for $40, $50, go ahead and get it. I'm just saying I'm not paying $60 for another Call of Duty. I'm just not doing it. But this one is a great improvement. And I'm just waiting on to see what Black Ops 3 can do now that this is out. So either way, man, it's your boy Paulie checking out. Hope you guys be blessed, be safe. And again, thank you for 100 subs, man. You guys mean a lot to me. All right, peace.